So today I'm going to be doing this highlight and contour for you guys. I know there's millions and millions of tutorials on this, but this is just my take on it. I really wanted to make a video for you guys, so if you want to see how I highlight and contour and how I got this, then just keep watching. I already have my foundation and my eyebrows on, so now I'm going to go into conceal and highlight. So I'm using the MAC Pro Longwear, and I'm going to use this to conceal and highlight. So I'm just going to put a little pump on the back of my hand and kind of making like a little petal out of it. So I'm going to put this on all the areas that I want to conceal and highlight. So I'm going to put it, actually first what I do is I correct, because I have a little bit of like blueness under my eyes, I guess because like my dark circles. So what I do is I go into my NYX, the Conceal and Correct palette. This is a really, really good palette, by the way. And I have the deep color, so there's light, medium, and then deep. So I have a deep one. And I'm going to go into this like orangey color right here. And I'm going to apply this to all of the areas where I have a little bit of the blue color. And this is going to kind of cancel it out. It's going to look so crazy at first. But once you put your concealer on, it's going to completely cover it up. So the darker you are, the more orange you want to go. The more lighter you are, go for more like a salmon color. But if you suffer from any darkness under your eyes or anywhere really, any kind of like bruising, colors like this will help cancel it out after you put your highlighter on or your concealer. Now I'm going to go in with my concealer. Sorry, I just need this here. But we're going to put 3 dots just like this. And we are going to just blend it in with our fingers first. And you want to go in like the V motion like this and bring it up to your hairline, because this is going to give the illusion that you have higher cheekbones once you put on your contour. Now I'm going back, same pump that I put on before, and I'm putting it on my chin. If you feel like you have a bigger chin, don't highlight here. On the bridge of the nose, this will help straighten it out a little bit, and on the top of your kind of like this. And then you can also put it a little bit on your cupid's bow, right here. And this will give the illusion that you have plumper lips. Okay. I'm going to go in with my Sigma F86 brush like this. Anything that is synthetic, because if you don't want to use a natural haired brush, it's going to it's not going to blend out right. And I'm going in patting motions. So I'm not like moving it all over the place. I'm literally just like blending it. You'll see once this is all blended out, you'll see that orange color. And I personally put my concealer on my lids, because if I go in with any color, like any kind of eyeshadow, this will act as a really, really good primer, especially this kind of concealer, because it's marketed as a non-crease concealer. Personally, every single concealer that I put onto my skin will crease, because if you have any fine lines or wrinkles or anything like that under your eyes, it's inevitable, it will crease. But this just doesn't crease. So I'm just blending all of this out. Same thing goes for your chin. If you feel like you have a larger forehead, don't put as much highlighter on this area. When I go in and contour later on, I'm going to show you guys that. If you put a little bit more contour, it will give you the illusion that you have a smaller forehead. Now I'm going to go in with my cream contour. So we're going to do cream and then we're going to do powder. So I'm going into the same palette, the NYX palette, and I'm going to mix these 2 colors right here. I'm going in with a foundation brush. So something like this, something that's kind of flat like that, because it'll really get into the areas that you want to accentuate. So a really good rule of thumb trying to contour your cheekbones is take a brush and put it on the top of your ear like that, and then kind of angle it to the corner of your lip like that, and that's pretty much where your cheekbone will be. So try a line just like that, and yeah, that's what it should look like. So the same thing on the other side. So contouring is creating shadows on your face. So anywhere that you want to be hollowed out or you want more of a shadow, that's where you put your contour. Like I said, if you feel like you have a larger forehead, you apply contour right here. And it'll bring your hairline down a little bit more. And this will really help to chisel out your face in this area. So just align just like that. And sometimes I'll go right under my chin right here. And this will give the illusion that you have a smaller chin or a more chiseled chin. It's kind of like a dip, like that. And then also I'll take a little bit, usually I'll take the lighter color, a little bit here, and then I'll go right at the bottom of my bottom lip right here. So this is gonna really create a shadow at the bottom of your lip. Just like that. So now we're gonna blend all of this out. What I'm gonna use to blend out my contour is a stippling brush. This is the Real Techniques stippling brush, just like this. I'm gonna go into my cheekbone area first. So what I do is I really just go in swirling motions like that, blending upwards. You do not want to blend downwards because that will defeat the purpose of contouring. So, kind of in windshield wiper motions. Do it very, very slowly because you really, really want to blend this out. And if you want to create more of like plump cheeks, like little like baby doll cheeks, bring it like that. So bring it and swirl it upwards like that, and that will create a little bit of apples on your cheeks. And you really want to blend this into your hairline too, because you don't want there to be any demarcation right there. You want it to be as natural and as seamless as possible. And with this contour line, I normally don't bring it all the way down here because that's when you'll start to look a little bit masculine, and we don't want that. We want it to be very, very soft. So that's what it should look like. Continue to blend it out really, really well. Now, with the forehead, I just literally just blend it. Make sure you really blend it into your forehead too. And you can even bring it all the way up to your ear right here, right back here, and this will really, really chisel out your jawline. Okay, so we're gonna go into our Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit. It looks like that. It's a really good contour kit. So I'm gonna go in and set my highlighters first. And I'm just gonna use, I think it's an Eco Tools, just like a blush brush like this. And I'm gonna go into the banana shade, this yellow shade right here. So now we're gonna set our contour. I'm gonna go in with this Sephora brush. This is an angled blush brush. Anything that's angled like this, because this will really help, especially get into your cheekbone area. So I'm gonna go in, I mix all three of these, honestly. I'll just set it. Make sure, same thing with the cream contour, make sure when you set this, blend it upwards. Bring it down to your jaw, do the same thing on the other side. Now if you want a more chiseled contour, you can go in with like a blending brush like this, and you can really get it into the hollows of your cheeks like that, and then blend it upwards, but I don't want to do that. all the contour and the highlight, I'm gonna go in with blush to help bring a little bit of color back into my skin. So I'm gonna use the Rock Couture by Benefit. It's a really nice kind of like purpley, like rosy color. So I'm gonna go in with that. I'm gonna put it right on my cheeks. Especially when you contour and highlight, it's important to put blush on because, again, it'll help bring a little bit of color back into you. Okay, so I always do is I will spray like a setting spray or like a setting primer on my skin to help mesh all of the colors back. So I'm gonna go into my Smashbox primer water. So this you can use before you put your makeup on or after. I'm personally gonna put it on after because again, it's gonna help really mesh the colors, make it blend a little bit easier. So I'm just gonna douse myself in this, and then just let it dry for a second. What you can also do is contour your face shape a little bit. So I'm gonna take the same kit, the contour kit by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm gonna take just a blending brush. So any blending brush really that you have. This is the MAC 224, and I'm gonna go into the contour colors, and I'm gonna go right into my crease area. And this is really gonna help accentuate your eyes and the socket of your crease. This is also really good, like everyday look, the eyes, not the face. But yeah, just going in with bronzy colors like this and just defining your crease and then you're out the door. That's really all you need. That's the whole reason why we even put shadows in the crease areas to help define it. So this is a really good trick to help contour a little bit. And then what I do is I'll go in with like a highlight color and I will highlight my brows and the inner corner of my eyes. And the color that I normally use for highlights like that is from the Naked palette. It's the Virgin color. So it's the lightest color, that one right there. So I'm just gonna take a small brush, because you want this on very specific areas. You don't want to kind of just throw this all over the place. So I put it right at the arc of my brow and then I blend it outwards, just like that. And it'll help just bring a little bit of light and a little bit of arc into your eyes. And then a little bit on the inner corner to help open it up a little bit. Just like that. Now again, this is also a very, very pigmented color. I've had this palette for like forever. Like forever. Probably expired, but whatever. Okay, and I just blend it like that. Now, one last step is highlighting the face. And my favorite, all-time favorite highlighter is the Becca highlighter. And it is in the color Champagne Gold. Now, if you're a little bit lighter than me, Opal or Moonstone by Becca is beautiful, so beautiful. But it's a little bit too white on me, so I like the bolder tone. So it looks like this. I'm gonna use my mini fan brush by Laura Mercier. I got this in one of my Ipsy bags. So I'm gonna go in and just highlight it. Very, very lightly, not too much. You don't want this to be too overpowering. And the sun's coming back out. Okay. Okay. So that's really the finished look, you guys. This is, again, a really, really good technique to use if you want to take professional pictures, if you have a special event coming up, a wedding, really anything. It's just going to help accentuate the features that you have on your face and just bring them out a little bit more. Ooh.